I'm going to guess that you are here because you want to finally slow down in 2025. Is that correct? You are amazed at how your life goes by, minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day, month by month, and then another year is over, and another, and you wonder where it all went. Your life, your time is so precious, and it keeps on rushing by you. The world out there is too fast, and we are all trained into joining the rat race and consuming at a heavy rate. We are constantly having to do, and do more. You are here because you are finally done with this formula, and you would like to slow down. I would too, and I'm going to share several ideas on how you can do just that. Living in the moment and enjoying the beauty that surrounds us is the first step to true slow living. Make the most of this one life that you have. Focus on what truly matters in your life. Focus on what it is that makes you light up, about who you are as a person. Do you know who you are as a person? Take time to find out. This time will never come back, and you have to figure out a way to capture it right now before it keeps slipping out of your hands. Using your energy on tasks that are meaningful to you and doing this regularly will help shift your focus from those things that contribute to letting time slip by, as opposed to savoring every single second. This not only includes tasks, but also people in your life. Be with the people that truly love you unconditionally. Let everyone else go. Hi, my name is Ruma, and I try very hard to live an organized, simple, and slow life here in the suburbs of the San Francisco Bay Area. If you are ready to try this way of life, rather than constantly doom scrolling on your phone, keep listening. We each only have 24 hours in a day. I often wonder why some people seem to be able to get everything done, yet time stands still for them. And others were on a consistent and constant hamster wheel, never really making any progress. I realized that what is very important is where you focus your energy and what you choose to give your energy to. What is it that actually deserves your time and attention? Once you develop a clear focus on this, everything will fall into place. Start by figuring out what it is that really makes you happy. Grab a beautiful journal and a pencil and start writing. Start writing everything out that you wish you could do. One by one, you can figure out a way to make each of these things happen. These are things that will actually invoke memories. These are things that you do with the people you love. These are the things that we will talk about for years to come. Remember that time we ziplined in Mexico and somehow I went upside down the whole way? Remember that time we had dinner at that little cafe in France, and as we sat down, there was a downpour and we stayed there for hours because we didn't have umbrellas? Remember that time we went hiking in Tilden Park and blazed our own trail that no one else had ever made? Later, we saw that lots of people started using our trail. Remember that time we were walking on the beach in Carmel and the sun set so brilliantly we could barely see, let alone take any pictures of the moment? Think about things you want to do that actually would create memories and future talking points. Write them all down. I am almost certain that being on your phone or doom scrolling is not on your bucket list. At this time, don't worry about priorities or goals or other people's social media accounts and where they're going for travel. Think about you and what makes you light up and what you want to do and share with people and what memories you want to make and who you want to make them with. Get specific and start writing. Start writing down not just one line, but maybe even a little mini paragraph about how you want your experience to unfold. Did you know that there is a huge percentage, I think it's like 80+%, that if you write things down, they will actually happen? So go ahead, even if it's just for fun, start writing. It's time to start acknowledging that just living, just being, and just enjoying being bored for that matter, is fundamentally more important than the constant stream of goals, priorities, and keeping up with the Joneses. You know how you go to a friend's or go to your sister's house, and later you think, wow, what did we do all afternoon? Did we waste the whole afternoon? Of course not. What really happened was you continued to deepen your bond with that person, that special person, and these are the moments that add genuine value and meaning to our lives. I think that slow living should actually be recoined to be called calm living or stress-free living. Give it whatever name you want, but let's start working on it. Let's start with this concept about having less stuff. Having less stuff can really simplify your life and create the ultimate in calm surroundings in your daily life, which will contribute to an overall calmer sense of being. If you do have a home that's cluttered, start today, and remember, my offer is always open to help you with that. This is the one immediate action step I would take. Start decluttering today to create that feeling of calm and peace in your home. Create intentional, slow living rituals that you do every day to create the routine that your body craves, matching the circadian rhythm of nature at the same time. Watch the sunrise. Make a home-cooked meal. Go for a walk in the garden. Go sit in the garden and listen to the birds sing. Go say hello to a neighbor and see how they're doing and if they need anything. Start reading again. Find a good book that you've been wanting to read forever and just do it. What's stopping you? What is really stopping you? Do these little rituals every day until it becomes a habit and you are actually doing something where you have to move your body to do something else rather than scrolling on your phone. Once you start getting back into your body and doing things other than being on your phone, your life will slowly shift back to where it should be. Be a rebel and stop scrolling. Model for your kids that life is more than just a tiny little electronic box in front of your face. I'm not even mentioning the health implications of constantly looking at your phone and how bad it is for you. And I will mention that it's probably 10 times worse for young children. So please do think about that. Remember, stay in the now and do something for yourself instead of scrolling. Get back to nature and find some creative hobbies that you have been putting off. Go ahead and write them down in your journal and write the steps it would take to start doing them. Maybe you need a few more paintbrushes and a new palette of colors. Maybe you need to buy some knitting needles and some yarn. Maybe you need a new sleeping bag for your camping adventures, or a new grill, a portable one so you can take it wherever you go. Write all of this down. These are the life goals you want to focus on, creating the life of your dreams and living your best life according to you, not someone else. Do you remember what it feels like to write a letter and then to receive a response? I do. I remember as a child, writing letters and receiving letters was a highlight of my life. More recently, my daughter and her fiancé had to become pen pals once he was on a base in Chicago, and the excitement on both ends to give and receive letters was palpable. It really warmed my heart. Find a pen pal, maybe someone you text with consistently, and write them a letter instead. You can feel their voice through the writing, and the entire experience is so much richer. Putting pen or pencil to paper is a very powerful act. Maybe write a letter today. Who would be the first person you would write a letter to? Go ahead and just do that. Nothing should stop you from doing that. I'll never forget when I received a letter from my dear Ernesto in Chicago. It actually makes me very emotional that I received that letter. And it meant so much because it gave me a glimpse into what he was doing. I could hear his voice through the writing, and it made me know that he was okay. Receiving these loving letters from my beautiful future son-in-law just reminded me how powerful writing really was. I want to remind everyone, remember to consistently go back to the breath and savor what's around you. Really notice your surroundings using mindful awareness and allow yourself to live more fully in 2025. Start a gratitude journal and truly be grateful for everything that you have and everything that you will have and all that you want to do in your life. Intentional and slow living allows you to live a more fulfilling life and allows you to follow the circadian rhythms of the universe, which will inherently help you to feel better and live better. It may take time to get to this place, but you can do it and you can start today. I'm excited for you to get started today and to really see what this feels like and how your life will change in even just 30 days. As I always say, the less stuff you have, the happier you will be. Here are concrete steps that I like to follow to live slow. Number 1. Go out in nature and find something to observe. Really observe it and notice the shape, the size, the color, the smell. Take deep breaths while you are noticing and just be. Enjoy the act of just being. I love what Les Brown says, if you are 6 feet above the ground, it's a good day. And honestly, isn't life a miracle? It truly is a miracle, and we need to savor that. Number 2, practice self-care. What is it that you most enjoy doing, but never make time for yourself to do? Do you like taking baths? Do you like putting on a mask and maybe watching an episode of Seinfeld? Do you enjoy cooking, chopping, mincing, stirring? Do you like to move your body, exercise, or go for walks, or do yoga? Do one thing for yourself today and revel in how magical it feels to take care of yourself. You actually have a responsibility to yourself to take care of yourself first. Then, at your best, you can take care of others. Do you have too many things and still feel unfulfilled in your life? Let's talk about number 3. This is a telltale sign that you have too much clutter and are becoming a stuff manager. Rather than creating lasting memories or meaningful relationships with people in your life and people that you care about, let go of this stuff and move towards minimalism for a calmer and peaceful life, filled with meaningful experiences and not things. And whatever things you do have, they are things that mean a lot to you, that are important and useful. Having less things to manage will actually create a calmer life. Stop buying extras of everything and just have enough of what you need. And then when it's time, you can get another one. You are not a storage room or a store for that matter. You don't need 10 bottles of shampoo or 6 bottles of giant Dawn soap under your kitchen sink. An easy place to start is to just stop buying so many duplicate items of clothing or kitchen items or toiletries or general sundries. Remember that things have a shelf life, and things especially that go on your skin, don't stock up. It's really not good for you. Number 4, learn how to do one thing at a time. Focus on that item for as long as you can before moving over to something else. Have you heard of monotasking? It's the opposite of multitasking. By adopting a monotasking approach, you allow your brain to fully develop into that task and focus and be creative for that task so that you can actually get it done faster. Adopt this idea into other areas of your life and stop cramming your calendar full from dawn till dusk. By concentrating on one task at a time, each experience will be deeper and richer. Like going for a walk, cooking a meal, eating a meal, talking to a friend or neighbor. You get the picture. Doing one thing at a time. These mindful awareness practices will really bring calm to your life and more peace and ease as well. Number 5, learn to live authentically to you. Are your desires, wants, and goals your own, or that of someone else, or maybe society, your family traditions, religious traditions? Find out what it is that you truly want and make your own bucket list. You don't have to do or go anywhere you personally have no desire for. It actually doesn't even make sense, and it is a waste of money for you to spend time and energy and resources doing something that's not even of your own making. Let go of goals, desires, and wants that are not really your own, but made up by society or someone else. Sit with yourself and really, truly think about what would light you up, what would truly bring you joy if you did it. Once you come up with all these ideas, please start writing them down. That is the first step to bringing them to life. Number 6, as a professional home organizer, I highly value routines, and especially a cleaning routine. Get into routines for the simple things: cleaning, waking, eating, and sleeping. And you will find that your life will improve tenfold if you just take care of the basics first. Try this for 30 days. Make cleaning, waking, eating, and sleeping your priority. See what happens. I promise your life will change. Number 7, learn to enjoy FOMO, the fear of missing out, and learn to say no and be okay with that. Things that are not high on your priority list or things that don't match up with your current budget, don't do them. Why would you get into debt for someone else? Don't get caught up in peer pressure. Be steadfast to you, to yourself. You are the star of your own movie called life. Don't let anyone else take over your show. Number 8. Have you heard the amazing saying by Gabby Bernstein? When you feel helpless, help someone. When you have time, this is one of the most fulfilling things you can do, is give of your time. We all know that time is the most precious commodity that we have. Make a commitment to a local shelter, whether it's helping animals or humans or something else philanthropic. Make a commitment for a certain amount of time and stick to that. You will feel so overwhelmingly fulfilled at the end of this volunteer experiment, and you will never want to stop helping other people. Believe me, when you help other people, you really don't have time to worry about your own problems. It's a great deterrent. Last but not least, number 9. Cultivate a mindful and grateful life by starting a gratitude journal or just verbally giving thanks at the beginning and end of each day. Talk to yourself and give yourself encouragement about how well you did at living a mindful and grateful life. Focus on gratitude and your life will change. I love the saying, appreciations, not expectations. If you stop expecting so much out of everyone else and just appreciate them for who they are, especially your kids, your life will change. Follow this mantra, and your world will never be the same. I can promise you that. Namaste. Feel free now to close your eyes and listen to the beautiful piano music. Breathe in, breathe out, and just enjoy this quiet time and allow the music to penetrate your soul while you breathe in and breathe out and just rest. I honor the light and peace within you. May you honor the light and peace within me. Namaste.